Manchester United then back in Premier League action again on Sunday. It's an early kick-off, 1:30 away. Sunderland are absolutely horse shit this season, bottom of the table, under former manager David Moyes. Now, Manchester United just cannot go there and lose. This will be absolutely humiliating for Manchester United if we do lose this game. They are well adrift in the race to stay up this season. I think they're 8 points off, something crazy like that. They're on 20 points anyway. So to get to that 40 points tally that everyone says you need to get to be safe, they're never going to do it. They've got to get double the amount of points they've got already. They've been absolutely atrocious. And to be honest, having Jermaine Defoe in their team really should have helped them stay clear of relegation. I think David Moyes should have done better. Having a goal scorer like that scored a lot of goals from this season, he hasn't been able to steer them clear of relegation. I think that is a bit, certainly it's underachieving anyway, and he will probably rightly get the sack for that. Now, Manchester United, we have been drawing too many games at home, but away from home we've been a bit more easier to score and probably easier to break teams down than we have at Old Trafford. A lot of teams have defended really well. They haven't even, some of them haven't even had to defend really well because we've been easy to play against at Old Trafford. We've just not had enough creativity in midfield, or we've just been too wasteful with our chances, and we've got to improve. If we want to be challenging for the title next season, we've got to improve our home form. The home form is the benchmark of winning a title. You've got to be solid at home. You can't afford more than maybe 1, 2, 3 draws at home in the season and maybe 1 or 2 defeats at the most. Manchester United, when they used to win titles, lost maybe 1 home game, maybe drew 1 or 2. That's not that many points dropped. We've dropped far too many. We've had so many draws. But we have actually gone, I think, 20 games, is it now, unbeaten in the Premier League, which is still fantastic, considering we've been, in most games, the offensive team. Now, if we'd been, I know we were a bit lucky against Everton, but not too many times we've been lucky to scrape a draw in that sense that we could have been on the verge of defeat. So, at least we're not nowhere in danger of losing a lot of games, which is at least a positive going into hopefully next season. It's never easy in the Premier League to go 20 games unbeaten, even if you have drawn a lot of them games. Now, as I say, this game should be a lot more open. At Old Trafford, it's just too shit, to be honest. And Sunderland obviously are woeful, so Manchester United should be going into this with a lot of confidence. I mean, he may choose to switch the team up a little bit from what he did the other night. We didn't see no Martial, so I would hopefully expect him to come back into the team. That was due to Ashley Young getting injured, who is out of this game. Wayne Rooney's also out, but Wayne Rooney never plays now anyway, so I couldn't give a shit about that, to be honest, which a few years ago I would have been devastated if I'd said that Wayne Rooney was out, but now it's come to the stage where you don't even care because he's not affecting the team in any way. Obviously the back four, Valencia was rested for that game against Everton, so it'll be Valencia at right back. I'm going for Luke Shaw. It's got to be Luke Shaw. Ashley Young's out. We've got to play Luke Shaw. He played the final few minutes of that game in that second half against Everton and should have had a goal, but for Williams blocking it on the line with his hand, so that should hopefully give him a lot of confidence. He's got to go on and improve, and hopefully he can have a decent game and keep his spot in the team, because we've got some games coming thick and fast. We need Luke Shaw back, fit and firing, because he was a fantastic player before he broke his leg. Now, the centre halves, you would expect it to be Bay and Rojo. They're the two main ones in the centre of defence at the moment. Smalling and Jones look like they're out for a good long while, so that is what it'd be. For me, Pogba, Carrick and Herrera probably will be in midfield. Maybe just Pogba and Herrera. We will have to wait and see, but Carrick hasn't been his best lately, so maybe I'd go for Pogba and Herrera in there. Then I would go personally Mkhitaryan at number 10, Zlatan as the centre forward. Then you've got the players out wide. What is he going to go for? Hopefully I'll go for Martial. Maybe Rashford out on the other hand side. We'll have to wait and see. Seems to like playing Rashford at the moment, so I could see him coming back out there. But he's got to be clinical when he's in front of goal. There was one offside in that first half against Everton, which he should have put away. Goalkeeper did save it, but as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said, It's never a great save, it's always a poor finish, and from most part of it I would agree with him. The goalkeeper should have no chance of getting to most shots when you go clean through on goal. The player should put it in past the keeper. And too many times lately Rashford hasn't put the ball in the back of the net when he's gone through on goal. Got to be more clinical, was doing it last season. Remember that goal against Manchester City away at the Etihad, went clean through on goal and slide it past Joe Hart. They're the chances that he's missing this season. Last season them chances were all going in, was scoring almost every touch. Now the times are getting tough for him. He's got to step it up a bit more and get out of this bad times. I'm sure if he can improve, he's getting into the right positions, he's using his pace well, he's getting into them good positions. If he could just start finishing them chances, that would change him from a 10, 15 goal a season man to maybe potentially 20, 25 goals in a season. So we've got to see more of that. Obviously Martial's got to do better as well. When he's played out wide, really needs to start stepping it up a bit, creating more goals, and definitely scoring more goals. Hasn't scored nowhere near enough this season. Only 3 league goals for Martial. That's just not good enough for a player of his, well, ability really, because he's certainly got the ability there, got bags of potential, but just does not use it enough for me. Anyway, there's not really much to say about Sunderland, because you could just go on and talk about Defoe really, because obviously Januzaj is going to be out of the game because he's going to be banned from playing because he's a Manchester United loan E. But Januzaj hasn't really done a lot for Sunderland this season. Shown a few flashes of brilliance, done a couple of really nice assists not too long ago, but it hasn't really done it for me. And Jose Mourinho said that he knows what he's going to do with Januzaj, and I believe that that will be being shown the door. We could have got a lot of money for him at one point, but hey ho, he's on a big contract, probably on a lot of money, so he will be shipped out in the summer. Obviously they've got a couple of players that we know about from previous times at Manchester United, like so Donald Glove and Paddy McNair. I'm not too sure that they're getting much game time there. I haven't really watched a lot of Sunderland lately, but I don't think they're getting a lot of game time. They've lost their last 2 games. They lost to Watford away and that one to Leicester. So Manchester United have got to be looking to win this game, surely. Even though in the grand scheme of things, to be honest, if we actually lost this game, it might actually help Manchester United get in that Champions League, because all the focus will then go on the Europa League. You know, if we get too close to that top 4 and just keep being just outside it, maybe 2-3 points outside it, Manchester United are going to keep playing a full strength team in the league, and it could hamper our chances in the Europa League. That's why some people want to see us just go for the Europa League. But the problem is, if we just go for the Europa League and get knocked out in the final, and we actually could have got the Premier League 4th place, then it will be not really annoying, wouldn't it, to be honest. Anyway, I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory to Manchester United. I think we will get the job done in this game. I mean, we did win our last away game away at Middlesbrough, who are another poor side in the Premier League. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See you.